As we discussed earlier, the needs of the hemp crop are different than those needs of most other crops that are put into field production. Since hemp plants need to be transplanted as seedlings, a direct seeder cannot be used. Instead, there are several planters that are on the market that can plant up to 12-inch starts into the fields. They have manual planters that you can walk behind and more automated versions that are pulled by a tractor. Depending on your operation and its specific needs, one will likely be a much better option than another. I suggest you spend some time looking into your needs and the options out there, as this will be a crucial piece of equipment on any hemp farm, and getting the right one the first time will save lots of money in the long term. Before planting your field though, there is quite a bit of planning and prep work that needs to be done. When you plan out your field, you should be looking to have somewhere between 1,750 and 2,150 plants per acre. This works out to be a 6x6 spacing at 1,750 and 6x4 spacing at 2,150 if your field is a perfect square. The earlier in the season you plant, the more space you will want to give your plants to grow, and conversely, the later you plant, the more you can pack them in. The numbers provided should work really well for a full-term crop, though you may find that over time you need to be adjusting them slightly in order to best meet the needs of your farm. Over the last few years, we have seen the greatest success of farmers who have followed the same basic recipe. Disc the fields into raised beds, cover with plastic mulch, and feed with drip irrigation. We also like this because it can be accomplished all with one single tractor attachment. Before preparing your field, it is important to do a soil test. Soil tests are available through most large university agricultural schools and generally are inexpensive and well worth every penny you pay. Once you know what kind of levels you are working with, you can amend the field to best support the needs of your crop. If possible, you want to prepare the field months before planting in order to give nutrients time to break down and become usable for your plants. Plastic mulch has been the industry standard for the last few years. It's cheap, effective, and readily available. For the new hemp farmer, this is the easiest way to mulch your crop. The downside of plastic mulching is that it accumulates a lot of plastic waste and is not very environmentally conscientious. Cover crops, mainly consisting of clover, can be viable alternatives to plastic mulching, but require a bit more attention and skill. You need to spread the cover crop early enough to choke out possible weeds, but late enough to not choke out the hemp seedlings that are being planted. Cover crop will also break down over time, providing soil with extra nutrients, a benefit not received from plastic mulching. Both methods are very effective, so you will need to decide which one works best for the needs of your farm. People have had varying levels of success farming hemp using different irrigation techniques, but the one technique that seems to be the most successful is drip irrigation using drip tape. Drip tape is perforated every 12 inches and provides plants with a steady water supply. Hemp plants are heavy drinkers, so we recommend running 2 pieces of tape for every row, one on either side of the plant. We also recommend staggering the perforation so that the water is dripping on every other side at 6 inches as opposed to having them parallel dripping every 12. This allows for more evenly watered surface and ultimately better growing conditions. Once you have germinated your seeds, you will have approximately 4 weeks before it's time to plant them in the field. It's crucial that you have a plan in place to have the field prepped and ready for planting when the seedlings reach maturity. Timing is critical, and failing to complete tasks on time can cause delays with detrimental results. Make sure you have all of your prep work done before the seedlings need to be transplanted, and that you are prepared with the proper tools and labor force necessary to do the job at hand.